So why did I make two versions of the most recent video I did? Well, you probably wouldn't believe me if I told you. I apparently now have to record every single second of my life, and not just when someone else is in it. Now, I access my YouTube uploads through like 5 different methods, and they made it so I couldn't live stream anymore about a week ago when I started protesting in the street. Right after I came in from the InfoWars reporting. Actually, I was on the way home from confronting InfoWars and CBS. They made it so I could no longer live stream. So I'm not live streaming how you think I am. It doesn't let me just live stream through my device. I have to go around that. Anyone below 1,000 subs now knows that because they changed that for me that day. And then they started, since they've done that, they've been messing with the softwares over and over, different softwares. And they'll like release my videos with like, whatever thumbnail they want. They won't change my thumbnail, which has been an ongoing theme, it felt like. But the new one is they don't give it the title I made. They made it up. They just repeated an old title for my videos. And I believe I didn't see the video, although they were retitling it my old videos. So maybe it's possible I seen it and I didn't know that that was a retitle, just retitled from the old video. But the different apps I'm using, each one of them displays some kind of something different. Now on YouTube, they are like really in full swing trying to prevent me from getting anywhere. Anyone they put on TV is their person. TV isn't real. I know none of y'all had any parents, but the old people taught an important lesson. These 80-year-old and 60, 70-year-old people alive today are the trash who burnt down this nation. Fucking, you're gonna have to start becoming unlearn all their stuff, spend 10, 20 years of learning anything they taught you, and then start as a toddler again when you're like 50. If you're 20 now, it's been 10, 20 years on learning that, and start again. But TV isn't real, and it's a lot more than just, Donald Trump isn't real. He's a fictitious banker. I mean, there might be a real fat orange slob somewhere in the world, but nothing about that person is realistic. And these other candidates, nothing about Jill Stein is realistic. She's not anything but a member of the tribe. Nothing about Patrick Little. He doesn't want to discuss with anyone outside of the government anything or any. He'll like to discuss with idiots because he'll be like, "I'm so smart. I told him something." And it's just clear that they wouldn't allow these people on here because they attack me constantly, no matter what I do, where I do it. In the YouTube, they're just scared to ban me from here, because if they ban me from YouTube, then it would be clear that everyone on YouTube is completely censored. They had to stop completely banning everyone on YouTube because it looked really guilty, so now they just backdoor us. But they're messing with this stuff. So I made a second version of that because I didn't have any video titled that. And the title on it now isn't the title I gave to it. I gave it different titles. And who knows what happened to them? Who knows? Who really cares? The point of the matter is I'm being forced to do all this backdoor stuff because they just want to completely censor me. and they're scared of me. Why is everyone so scared of me? But yet they act so tough at the same time. I don't get it. It's like you're either a bitch or you're tough. You can't be both. Why is everyone in my face acting so scared and tough at the same time? It's like, I know, I guess when you're scared, you think you're like a tough tiger, like, but you're not. Like, because tigers don't act scared. So, you can't be a tough tiger. But what's going on? Who are these demons? We've got to get rid of the demons. We need God to come to earth and just start wiping out demons by the millions. That's what we need. And so, join me in prayer today. Dear God, there may not be any humans left who are not on the demon side. There might not be any left. Were the humans ever not on the demon side? Well, you can answer those questions, God, but what we need is we need your help to defeat these demons. We need them all taken down to their knees and put in slave camps so they can do the work that they've been making everyone else doing. And that's pretty much it. So this is why I made 2 videos, because I didn't know it was being uploaded, because I'm being forced to play all these games because I'm real and they're trying to attack me, and these other people are just more of their system, and it's like they've got whole teams. They've got whole teams of people helping them. I have no one helping me because I can't trust them, because they're all demons. They've all stolen from me and lied to me, and everyone I know has proven themselves to be a demon on some level. And the closer they are to me, the more they've been trying to sink their fangs into me the last few years, and especially recently with this recent uptick of me going out in public. Like, the people around me, they all came back around for a short span, and it was as if just to laugh at me, like they knew what they were doing, was just to stall me down. And it's odd how my car magically brakes around when I go around a certain group and of Jews. It's like, but I kind of had no choice to do that. These people can blackmail me. People can blackmail me, but it would be bad for them because they would get suffered. They would get pulled up in it as well, but they definitely try to use that. And it's like people run into my life, they need to know every fucking thing I'm doing, because they're going to help, and then all of a sudden they disappear with all the fucking information on who I am and what I'm doing. And I don't know shit about them, and I don't really care, because I'm busy. I have a life. It's like, did you poop 2 times today or 3 times today? I really need to know. That's vital news, dude. What did you do? Oh, did you open your car door 6 times or 12 times today? Is it the highlight of the day? Oh, no, the highlight is when you adjusted the rear view mirror. I don't get what's with the whole world seeming to be nothing but demons, and then all this software and stuff is like working to allow them to fucking terrorize me and shit. So the reason I had 2 videos is because neither of them were labeled what I made them to, and I'm being forced to jump through these hoops, and I don't think my software, like, they're all kind of telling me something different as to what is on my channel and what I see, so I don't even know really what anyone else sees on my channel. I do look at it from the outside, but maybe, as far as I know, they've got all my accounts linked together, and they can make me think that I'm like still visible to the outside world when I'm really not. And of course, there'll be plenty of people to say I am, because I have plenty of viewers, right? And I'm sure that the people I know the most, the person I knew the most on the internet turned out to be one of the people who works directly with them. I didn't know them at all. And just like you don't know anyone on the internet. If, these people I thought I knew in real life are like some of the biggest demons I've ever met. And the more I attempt to do anything with my life, the more they become demons and just get jealous and want something for free. It's like I don't even have anything yet except for fucking power and knowledge, dude. What does that do a fucking retard? It doesn't do anything to a retard. But it's just the simple fact that it's not about wanting what I have. It's about making sure I can't move, like sinking your claws in and holding the prey down. I'm back where I was years ago thinking, who am I talking to when I'm online? I'm like, the people I know in real life have gotten so scared that they won't even talk on the phone because I can catch them in their lies on a phone. I don't need a camera in their face to catch that they're like, oh my God, I'm so scared. Online and like when they start stuttering and stuff on the phone, it's like you've been caught. Like, so they have to revert to some sort of method of communication where they can only talk here and there. And at first I thought that was like my way out. I like 10 years ago when the FBI demon came into my life and was just like making sure I spent all my time hanging out with them rather than educating myself. You know, it wanted me to hang out with Trump and all that. Like that person, I thought I was like doing something right by relegating people to the text, but they managed to turn texting into a way they can still manipulate me. And it actually helped them in the long run. But with the call thing, it's like, I was on, if I allowed them to call me, then I'm on call 24/7 for every demon I know. It's like, not for emergencies either. If I liked you and there was some emergency, then that's fine. But like everyone apparently thought I was their dog my whole life, and I was on call, and they still think that too because they're like, I haven't seen you in 10 years. You're still the dog I remember. I don't remember any other dog because you haven't hung out with me since. You stopped being a dog. It's like, yeah. I had to because you're not my master. Fucking. But what's up with these demons? Like, they allow the most absurd people to have no problem at all on YouTube. And, or they get a channel banned. Wow, you got a channel banned. Oh, I never had that. Never had an account banned before. I'm not banned like 20,000 times from every other site and 3,000 times from real world stores. Jesus, that's it. If you weren't starting to be banned when you were in like kindergarten, then you weren't a threat. Then you weren't ever going to be a threat to the system. These people that banning are just, they're doing it for attention because they've got to come up with such more hardcore methods to ban people these days, because I've got so many accounts. It's really hard to ban people like me. And other people who did the banning, many of them had quit. But nowadays the people being banned aren't like good people. They're banning themselves because they're simply, anyone who doesn't get banned is obviously part of the media program, and they have to create this controlled opposition. Trump's getting banned by the media. When I was fucking my cousin the other day, I seen it on TV, so it's true. It's so true. Trump got banned. The TV said so. And then the Smurfs defeated Gargamel. I hate those Smurfs. No, they're simply just not going to let people like me on TV. Why would they do that? They literally, like, they control the humans like they're just flash puppets. The demons aren't going to let anyone who's going to get rid of the demons on TV. It's all a joke. They control, the humans are very weak-minded, and like everyone around me like is obsessed with stalling me and being a demon, like just like everything I've reported on this week, it's all fucking suspect. And man, who am I even talking to? It's time to get out of America, I think. It's time to let God just turn this nation into hell. Like, just to turn it into a giant molten lake of fire. I think that's the answer. And then, of course, Israel, too. He has to get rid of that place. What are the humans going to do? They don't want to fight back. They want to be demons. Look at all the associations I've had. Like, every human association I've had in the past couple of weeks have been like just demons fucking off. Or there's a nice one who decides that we should violate every one of my religious rules and have no morals and values, no boundaries of mine that they can't trample on, and just lie. I mean, apparently, you fall for the deception, and then you just realize, like, oh, they were just Donald Trump and his little Italian pals were just lying to you. It's the Russian Italians of InfoWars. They're just lying, man. So they're fucking with all this software and shit. Some of you guys are talking about they're changing time, and I think that's highly accurate to something they can do, but only to some extent. Apparently they're scared to change it too many ways. They seem really scared of that, but they also seem really scared of me. That's great, but I just want to get away from people and fucking, I think that's what I really need to do. Just never be seen again. Like, which of these humans around me deserve to not be toasted in a nuclear holocaust? Like, none of the ones in Columbus. Like, seriously, I'm pretty sure the good ones are these people, these demons, and they're only good because somehow they were in position in my life from the start, or put in here and there. Just like somehow they're magically watching my channel and they can they'll alter the whole YouTube algorithm software within a few minutes of me confronting InfoWars on live stream. It's not an accident. They don't change that stuff for the other people generally. The other people are working for them. Dorsey gets on Press TV. He's allowed on their TV network, on Demon TV Network. Patrick Little's allowed on Demon TV Network. The presidential candidates they allow on TV Demon Network are TV Demons. I couldn't even get a camp. You have to have a whole committee or something. Apparently they're changing stuff to make me look stupid, but you have to have like a committee to run for president. You have to have someone you can trust, and it's like, who do I trust? These are all the people all these demons around me are the people who will rob me. They've already all robbed me. Most of them. The lady who raised me has been robbing me since I was a child. My father hasn't talked to me in years, like he's scared or something. And what is he so scared of? He doesn't know anything about this unless he's watching me, and I don't know it. And then the other people in my family, they can't be trusted because they're the shady, like the woman thief is. They're two-faced and shady. You can never trust people like that. And the first thing these people would do in a committee would be to commit some sort of fraud that would come back on me because I allowed them to do that. But they're not even smart enough. I don't even know people smart enough to run something like this. They could barely run a TV 5 buttons on the TV remote. It's all they know. And there's 90 buttons. What the fuck? What the fuck do I do? What am I supposed to do here? Just like sit here and be a slave to the rest of the world? How's that working? Does it look like I've been a good slave? I don't think it has. It hasn't worked very well, has it? But what the hell's going on? How are they changing all this shit? And why are they changing it for me? Why am I so important? And if I'm so important that they got to change their algorithms to censor me, then how come everyone else thinks everyone else is important, but the people that control every thought inside the human's brains think censoring me is important? How does that work out? How do you go worship someone and the people you worship like practically worship me in one way or another, whether through total 24/7 hatred or actual worship, which it used to be actual worship when before I opened my mouth about the stuff I see going on around me. Basically, when I got big enough to start kicking people's teeth in if they looked at me sideways like I'm not them. That's the way that's the way USA people act. They'll hit you for any reason and just to shut you up. But when I got big enough to be able to bust their teeth back if they tried to hit me, then they started getting scared. And so then I started talking out. And now we're at the point now where I'm talking out and they're scared and they're all like censoring me and altering this as much as they can. And they're preventing me from having a vehicle. They're like blowing up my vehicles so I can't go back in the street and freaking protest. And the second I get a new one, this person who's avoiding me now and didn't until the day my vehicle blew up, and avoided me before that and then didn't the day my vehicle blew up, I bet you that person comes right back into my life when I get a vehicle. How much do you want to think? How much do you want to bet? You want to bet some money on that? Possibly uploading this video will incite them to contact me. But how much you want to bet that I get a car, they want me to come over and hang out? Even though I've said since last year I'm on the campaign trail and I have a real job to do, and not just we're gonna go to the bar and get drunk and you do nothing. You do a bunch of drugs. Oh, let's just do drugs and get drunk. It's like, let's do shitty drugs and get drunk. It's like, no, let's not. So what the fuck's going on? And this shit's getting like worse and worse, and it's really fucking with me. It's really like, it's getting hard for me to maintain stable. And so now they're going to have their fucking reason to put me back in electrocution and drugging camps like they used to have. Now they're going to have their reason because it's like, oh, he sounds crazy. He says these terrorists he's attacking are attacking him back. Ugh. And then the human demons seem to be they're 100% flesh puppets who will do anything the TV says. These moronic mutants will do anything the TV says. They will kill their own anything. If the TV says do it, they'll do it. And what am I fighting for? I'm fighting to save ungrateful demons who don't want to be saved. So basically, it gets down to the point where I wonder if they're not just like everyone else who's misbehaving, who wants someone to punish them. You know, like they're like S&M ecstasy to be punished. They're like, oh, I love being punished, big boy. Give me some more cocaine and punish me. I see there is seriously a problem with these little girls in America. No offense to girls, because the boys here are like ugly, dude. Girls at least are pretty. Man, what the hell is going on? But I can't do much more. If they're just going to prevent me every step of the way from doing anything, if they're going to just destroy any car I get, what can I do? They're like railroading against me. They're teaming up against me. I've caught them in lies. I've got them recorded. I've got the people. I've got my landlord recording, and the people around him all telling different stories at different times about what's going on. Like they can't stick to a simple story, and they're like huge fucking drug addicts. You can tell because they're like and TV addicts and food addicts. It's the same thing. You do a lot of drugs to fry your brain, you'll be just like a person who watches a lot of TV or eats a lot of food. It's the same thing. It's just like, it's whatever it is. It's bad for the brain. It's like drugs can even be good, but apparently the landlord person does the bad drugs that make your brain slow and stupid and doesn't need it. Like sometimes you need something to level you out, but like some people are just addicted to being stupid and they want to like sleep because I'm pretty sure I figured out these people who want to do downers, they want to sleep because they want to die and they're scared to do it themselves. So they just want to sleep until God whisk them away to a magical lake of fire they can burn it forever. And I just say, dear God, let's bring the lake of fire to them. Let's dump the lake of fire on these motherfuckers' heads since they want it so badly.